"Biodiversity is the greatest treasure we have," said the father of chemical ecology, Thomas Eisner. Hey listeners, welcome back to another episode of Let's Think Green, an environmental podcast for Gen Z. I'm Ria, the host of the podcast, and today we'll be thinking and talking about exactly why biodiversity is nature's greatest gift. But first, what is biodiversity? Biodiversity refers to the variety of organisms on Earth or in a specific environment. That's basically just the number of species in a region. Scientists predict that species are going extinct at an unprecedented rate because of human activity. And it's important that we take strides to preserve biodiversity. But first, we need to understand, why is biodiversity important? There are countless reasons as to why it is, and we'll be touching on a few of them in this episode. The first one is that biodiversity ensures the resilience of an ecosystem. Resilience is an ecosystem's ability to bounce back after a disaster. That disaster can be anything from extreme weather events to an unusually large number of predators to natural disasters. The second reason is that biodiversity supports a variety of ecosystem services. An ecosystem service is a service that nature performs that is beneficial to humans. An example of this is water purification. Marshes can purify water, which benefits humans because we need fresh water. Biodiversity also offers intrinsic cultural and economic values. Part of what makes nature so beautiful is the sheer number of trees and bird species that there are to see and hear. There are countless other reasons as to why biodiversity is integral, but the one I'll be going into a little more detail is medicine. For centuries, people have been using nature as a medicine cabinet, but now human activity is threatening the thousands, if not millions of organisms that can or already have indirectly or directly improved the quality of human life. Scientists have found many drugs in nature that treat anything from mild illnesses to deadly ailment. For example, aspirin, a medicine used to treat headaches, is derived from willow bark. And penicillin, the world's first antibiotic, and used to treat a wide variety of life-threatening diseases, was derived from a fungus. With demand for medicines on the rise and increasing rate of extinction of species, future generations will be in a tight spot if something does not change soon. Humans, with the help of technology and science, have the power to unlock the secrets of nature. The question we always try to answer on this podcast is, what can I do? I do want to say that biodiversity is so vast that we as individuals can't do much to influence the biodiversity of an entire nation or of an entire globe. But we can strengthen the biodiversity of our own backyards. Here are a few things that you can do. First, plant native species in your backyard to support local species. If you've been a longtime listener of our podcast, then you know that we have definitely made an episode about this, and you will know how important planting native species are. If you are a new listener, then you can learn more about this by checking out our Plant Native Plants episode, which we'll link in the show notes below. The second one is save water. Take shorter showers, use water-efficient fixtures and appliances. As Yale Sustainability explained, countless local species depend on fresh water for survival, and saving water means indirectly preserving those habitats for those local species. Carbon dioxide is a main contributor to global warming, and global warming is a major factor as to why species are going extinct. Reducing your carbon footprint can help preserve biodiversity. Well, that's all I have for you today. Thank you so much for listening. If you learned something new about biodiversity, or if you're inspired to take action, then let us know on our Instagram at Let's Think Green Podcast and share this episode with a friend. Let's think green.